Bernie, how you doing?
Are you Senator Bernie Sanders?
Whoa. Don't tell broadcast that I'm
sorry.
on the run.
You brought your own snack for the ride?
This is my luggage for 2 weeks.
Okay.
Just get me to South Carolina.
Okay. You want to fix it?
I'll figure it out from there. I'm never going to stop. I'm going to run for office until I'm 96 years old.
Hell yeah.
The Clintons have killed so many people.
I know.
It's not hard for them to get rid of an old man. They can make it look like an accident. I almost die every week.
I was gonna ask, did they heart attack on you when you had that heart attack?
Yeah, it was a little dark.
Yeah.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll just I'm in disguise.
Yeah.
Traveling in disguise. We need the Armenians to be able to explore. The Armenian Americans should be able to go back there. We need a direct flight from LAX to Yerevan. That's not enough. We need a connecting flight from Burbank to Gyumri with one stop in Beirut.
Yes.
Socrates, my name is Slavoj, Zizek, of course.
Mr. Zizek.
Yes, we are here. I am technically a doctor, but I am not the kind of person who insists that someone says, the doctor, it's not because I'm humble. We should point this out, and this is an old Soviet joke. It's a thesis antithesis in itself.
Keep going.
That's a great... Over and over and over, whether it's the capitalist system in late capitalism, or if it's late communism, when the managers, whether it is the Democrats, whether it is the Republicans with the corporations and so forth, about party planners in a Politburo, that there is always... But they never admit that the collapse is happening, and to maintain a power structure, must say that the collapse is somewhere planned. You know this. And
fellas, you'll hear this argument out there where somebody like Slavoj, he looks like a wet dog, and he'll get into a car and he'll start blabbering and slobbering like that. Folks, you got to get your allergies treated. Guys, fellas, if you want to be taken seriously in the public square, you've got to have your allergies treated. You're going to have to, at some point, you're going to have to fold the napkin. You're going to have to take responsibility for your life. You're going to have to put the fork upside down. Folks, you can't just keep looking at yourself in a spoon. It's not a mirror. At some point, if you're a man, you're going to have to let people know I'm capable of something dangerous. You're going to have to threaten to cut someone's throat, even if you don't have an intention to do it. Because these liberals, these leftists, they're not capable of real combat. They can come at you with words. And I might never fight around in my life, guys. And of course, you can look at me and know that that's a true statement.
I'm Mike Lindell. I'm out of frame, and I'm on the run. I don't have a home anymore. They took my ID. All I know about is that if you're out there and you're buying gasoline, you're one of the people that support the American economy. And for that, I can say, God damn it! I'm out. That's where it is. That's where the mark is. I choked the guy to death with a goddamn pillow. Look, all I know is that you need to get ice cream. Ice cream from Marlboro. It's got tobacco and nicotine in it. Have you ever chewed tobacco? It's got the stuff and it tastes like dog shit. But if you ever smoked, well, you cough too much. But if you're having a bender and you just want to calm your tummy, but you got to keep going, and it's too late for coffee because it's after 10 p.m. and you're loaded up on 2 days worth of crack cocaine, then the only solution is ice cream that's pumped to the gills with Marlboro nicotine. It's from Virginia. That's right, I'm the best mouth in the game, Jesse the Body Ventura. Keep it moving. Look, maybe I'll run a campaign from Mexico. Eugene Debs ran a campaign from a jailhouse. You're telling me I can't run a campaign from Mexico? It's right there. I'm not socialist either. I believe in the working class. Now, some people would say, Jesse, it sounds like socialism. You just sound like a guy who didn't read theory. That's probably true. I campaigned around Minnesota. I got to knock on somebody's door. It's an ice castle, and you knock on it long enough, it melts a hole in the ice wall. And then Chili Willy comes out and he says, don't mind if I do, and he starts helping you ice fish out of a hole. And this goes out to the Turks. You've been at it for 1,000 years after the Armenians. You done mass murder. You done rape. You've on cultural desecration, and they're not going to take it anymore. It's time that we're fighting back. Greeks, Armenians, Assyrians, they're coming for you, Turkey, Erdogan. You hear me?
Pacifica Radio presents the archives of Alan Watts. Now, when we were speaking in the last 3 hours, we were discussing the conception that many have in the modern church that there is a God who's angry at you, you know. He's upset with you. But when you really get down to it, it becomes clear that you are God. Now you might say to yourself, well, that doesn't seem to be the truth. I mean, after all, I'm driving around in a car. And you're thinking to yourself, well, I've got a workaday life. I have to show up and work for my living. God wouldn't have to do that. Unless God wanted to. Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-ba-da-ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-dum, folks. We have information. We've been saying this for years, folks, and now we are vindicated. First, they came for Alex Jones, and I said nothing because I was not Alex Jones. Then they came for Infowars.com, and I said nothing because I was only proprietor of Infowars.com. And then they came for Alex Jones, and by then there was nothing I could do because I had not stood up for anyone else. So what I did was claim that what I do is it's basically entertainment and it's a character that I play. That was my last defense in court, and it did not work. We are asking everyone with a gun to shoot one symbolic protest bullet through the roof of their house right now. If you have children upstairs, move them. Liberty demands this. Well, hello, folks. It's me, Huell Hauser. And if you're hearing me now, it's been 10 years since my unfortunate passing. But thanks to the folks at Spotify, if I'm ever mentioned more than 10 times in a recorded comedy bit, here I appear. Wow! Look at all this. From Arizona to Delaware, it's California's gold. You can order all 900,000 episodes of California's Gold with Huell Hauser by writing a self-addressed stamped envelope to P.O. Box 2154, Big Bear, California, 90961. Bye now.
Me, Tom Celic. Yeah,
Tom Celic.
I don't need the money, but boy, oh boy, the reverse mortgages has been good to me.
And I heard that that's like a really bad thing.
The commercials now for reverse mortgages is mostly me explaining to people that it's not unethical for me to be doing the commercials.
I noticed that.
We don't even bother anymore to tell you that the reverse mortgage is a good idea. 60s, 70s, either they recently lost their wife, especially an old lady who lost her husband. Boy, oh boy, when I see an old woman, I go, good God. It's like it's like when the cartoon guy, he'd see Porky Pig and he'd, wow, bam, if I was Magna P.I., why would I want to be Indiana Jones?
I guess. I mean, it's still going. You can still be in movies.
I'm Tom Celic. I got all the pussy and off-the-record ass from a man that anybody could ever ask for. And that's true. That's gone on. You can look it up. It's not on my Wikipedia page, but it sure as hell is in the talk section.